Let's do this. Just pop right into these bad boys. The +6 Vorpal Flail will also be pretty nice for these Sons of Guns. We'll kill that one, and then maybe we'll start doing a bit of mixing and matching here. Throw out a Fulminant Prism, then start smashing and bashing, rinse, repeat to our heart's content. And that will hopefully do the trick. Where the heck do these buddies keep disappearing to? You could just step right back into our line of sight here, please and thank you. There we go, fantastic. A little bit of murder never hurt nobody, except for them. But a nice ring here, cold resistance and willpower and NP. I don't mind that whatsoever. We're not going to be dealing with fire in this little area here, so I can immediately swap to that bad boy, at least for the extra magic points. And then we're in a fairly similar boat as we face off against these Sons of Guns. Ooh, they are surrounding me a little bit worse this time. In fact, let's slow this down. Cold magic is not the answer. I could get some poison clouds, but that's not ideal. I guess they're only resistant to cold, so even like that actually kind of helps out. Unfortunately, there's no real space for me to put my Fulminant Prisms that they'll be useful, so we're just gonna have to make do as is and see how things go. As we're slowly but surely losing health. Is there anything I can do about that? Not having potions, this is where it starts to burn you in the butt, to say the least. But it's seeming like we can kill these buddies relatively quickly. We have like a 60% chance to hit them, and when we connect a couple of times even, they're generally dead. Of course, as soon as I say that out loud is when things very much take a turn for the worst here. 64% chance to blow your mind. It's better than our other options at least, and then that should kill you. Down to 16 health. Not ideal, but will blow your mind, and never a doubt whatsoever. Just wonderful. And unfortunately, this ring not quite as fancy as the others. And now we just have a bunch of melee to deal with. So these buddies can dish out just an absurd amount of damage. The flip side of that is they're going to die to 1 OTR and Ignite Poison. So, should be okay. Never know when things are going to surprise you a little bit in this game. But we'll get sorted here and just blow all of you to Kingdom Come. Fantastic. Another Ring of Protection, Ring of Dexterity, meh, don't really care for. And now it's the Minotaur themselves, which we should be able to deal with. I'm hoping that it goes off without a hitch. We probably don't need cold resistance or willpower, at least not the second pip of cold resistance. Who knows what kind of brands Minotaur is going to have available. But do I just go like pure AC? That brings us up to 21. It's okay. It's not bad. Otherwise, what are we doing against this son of a gun? Fulminant Prisms aren't that useful because javelins will pierce through them. OTR is as good as it always is, provided Minotaur doesn't have poison resistance, which is always a possibility. So I guess Freezing Cloud, OTR, and Ignite Poison. Just throw everything at the kitchen sink. That's how that saying goes, right? That's the idiom. You son of a gun. I was hoping we'd have a little bit of extra room to deal with here. It's not Fulminant Prism when I, in fact, mean to put down some clouds. See, that right there was definitely the damage I was worried about. You do not have poison resistance, though. So you're saying there's a chance. Kind of hate just going full bore and hoping it works out, but it's kind of our only option here. If we take a look, 52 damage. We might just die in one hit. 52 damage. Oh, and another 20 for Gorin, of course. Can't forget about that. We could have, I guess, tried to, like, Atropa you. No, 3% chance. Never mind. Peace was never an option. We could try and net you. 74%. You son of a gun. No blink scrolls yet is very unfortunate. Willpower is a bit too high for a fear scroll to work, plus they're constantly taking damage from us, so unfortunately peace was never an option. Do I go for another 74% chance on the net here, or do I just try to murder you? This is a potentially unfortunate way to go out if we do, so let's slow down here. Probably should have done that a wee bit earlier if we're being honest. But what can I do with you? Taking steps gives us acrobat, but I don't think that that's enough. Ignite poison, it's tough to say exactly how much it does. With just one tick of poison on you, it's not a heck of a lot. It's definitely half decent. That's up there as a contender for what we potentially want to do here. The other thing is you have an 81% chance to hit, which is too high. So we could throwing net, try for some slowing down of our friend here. We could ignite poison if we just want to go for the kill. I mean, if we look at the health, probably sitting at like 30. So freezing cloud is potentially doing up to 20. Probably more so like around 10. So Ignite Poison could do the trick. What I potentially should have done earlier in the fight is gone Frozen Ramparts up so that we're just, layering on those damage effects as much as possible here. Unfortunately, too little too late. So what do I wish to do? Behemoth doesn't exactly give us many options in this kind of a situation. I don't know, like 45 versus the poison. I wouldn't be surprised if acid is better. It's an 86% chance to hit. That might actually just be better. Well, we got this far, having a couple of nasty situations, so I think all we can really do is cross our fingers, close our eyes, and remember, to the deepest part of our core, that we never don't have it. Minotaur's almost dead. Perfect. Like I said, never a doubt in my mind. Absolutely fantastic. And with that, we will just walk over here, just casually stroll our way along, and let us pick up some of this stuff, shall we? Well, he cannot keep getting away with it. But okie dokie, we can grab these sons of guns. I don't really need a polymorph wand, but I'll take it, just for funsies. A staff of cold, on the other hand, that could be nice. That brings our freezing clouds up the tiniest bit. Whoop whoop. But we'll at least bring that out with us to take a peek with, or take a peek at in the future. Very much too bad about the barding. I wish we could wear it. Unfortunately, not on the stars, at least not for this character. Corset draining? Do I care for that? No, I don't think so. I think we'll leave that one by the wayside for now. Ring of Strength, just because we have the inventory slot for it. Why the heck not? And let's get out of here, shall we? And with that, we can swap over to this fantastic ring here once again. And keep on going like we didn't just about meet our maker there. Perfect. I guess I'm wearing the Staff of Cold, but the Staff of Poison also very much a valid option for us here. Oh, entrance to vaults, I see. How do I feel about entrance to vaults? I think okay. So we just blast you. You never stand a chance, I believe. Fantastic. Just the way we like to do it here. We've already killed a few of these sons of guns, so by that logic, we should be okay. Especially if we just swap back to our vulnerable flail and swing away. Fantastic. Oh, last Minotaur we found was another nightmare situation, but at this stage in the game we're in a much better spot in that regard, so no real issue taking care of our lovely new friends there. And we shall just rinse and repeat for the rest of the floor here. In fact, let's set our flail to A and our staff to B. That makes it nice and easy to swap between the two at our own discretion. Now you, I kind of hate to see. Oh, I should definitely read ID scrolls. That's a great point. I have 7 of them just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, just burning a hole in my pocket. With that in mind, let us take our friend on a little bit of a miniature hike here, and we can jump in. And let's see what we have, shall we? 2 scrolls of brand weapon. And there we go, 1 scroll of blinking. We did it! Yay! Let's see, we have LRD offered to us from Vehement. Ignition, you know, it's slowly coming. It's a ways off, don't get me wrong. Haven't been gaining experience quite as quickly over this last little bit. It's slowed down as we come into more and more near-death experiences. Shocker that. But okie dokie. What do we wish to do now? Do we brave any more of D13? Or are we happy to leave that by the wayside for now, and we could instead probably head to one of our S branches? They're both scary. Spider, it's largely for Tarantulas, also kind of for ghost moths. They're not ideal. Shoals is just, it's just Shoals. You know how it is. We've been there before. We've been there, done that. Then one nice thing is that Ignite Poison does some wonderful work at giving us some delectable steamed merfolk to partake in. So maybe we dip our face into there and see how things are looking, see how things are feeling, and decide if that is a valid option for us moving forward here. Let's take a peek, shall we? Hello, my aquatic friends. Fantastic. Well, good start, but I wouldn't exactly put too much of my money on just being able to defeat 2 merfolk. Let's see how it goes as we continue forward here. Is this an artifact? No, it's just a regular boy there. Still not the worst thing that we could possibly come across. Gladly check it out here and see if it is a valid option for us to switch into. What have we got? Ring of Willpower? No thank you. I basically have you but better back home. And hello, my snappy pal. This is another one where we can very much abuse the slowness of our new friend here and just slowly but surely walk away from our problems. And hopefully that kills you. It's going to be close. Fantastic. There we have it. Why, hello there. I don't have resistance to electricity on me at the moment, my dear sir. I think I have it though, right? It's this armor? It is this armor. So that's an option. I can hope you don't see me. You don't see me so far. Maybe I check out this. I regret my decisions. I guess as long as I can kill you all, it's not too bad. Let's swap over though. Yeah, everything except Freezing Cloud is castable. I shouldn't actually fight you. 189 health. Jeez Louise. Is that allowed? So what do I wish to do with you, my friend? bit too high willpower to fear and run away if things do go poorly for us. What's the rule for chain lightning? The further we are from danger, the less we are in harm. Not quite how that phrase goes, but I'll take it. So, what we do here is we torment. Then we poison. And then we ruin this man's whole career. Absolutely fantastic. So that is definitely where Torment comes out to play something fierce, just wonderful. We knew we were going to be using it against uniques most likely, and that's a prime opportunity this early on to do so. If we take a look, we're just at 2 pips of willpower, so I think we will swap right back over to our leather armor. That'll keep us safe from any kind of mesmerized shenanigans that we may come across over the course of this area. And otherwise, we can just get right back on the horse here, and let's continue forward, shall we? Absolutely fantastic stuff, all things considered. Any day that you beat Nikolai is a good day. And hello, my sheepish pals. Fantastic. Ooh, and a phantom mirror as well. You do love to see it. This dire flail can probably go by the wayside for now, and let's finish off the rest of this area, shall we? Sheep are a little more dangerous when in conjunction with other monsters, especially someone like a Cyclops, because if we don't have the evasion and we're taking those large stones directly to the noggin, probably not going to be great for our physical or mental health, really, at the end of the day. But otherwise, that looks to be like most of Shoals 1 clear, and not too bad. You know, nice measured area, a bit of danger, a bit of excitement, but nothing too bad, nothing too daunting. Here at the end of the day, we're up another 0.6 in fire magic, so I'm going to take another peek. Just to keep an idea of how we're going here, another 7% down, so it's on its way, ignition. And once we get that up and at 'em, things will be looking good. Business is good. Even with our willpower cut in half, we're still at 2 pips, so that is not too shabby whatsoever. Let's keep the poison flowing, mostly to murder that Aquamancer that's staring at us from the beyond there. And otherwise, these water elementals, not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. Just keep them in our ice clouds. And things are going fantastic. A bit of extra intelligence also will bring down our ignition here, down to 71 already. Oh, it's coming, Bessie, it's coming. We'll get there one day. File Floods is also a wonderful addition to our oeuvre here. I will gladly grab that son of a gun as soon as we possibly can. Just murder that Frost Drake or Rime Drake? Yeah, Rime Drake. We got there. A second Ring of Protection maybe can hit the deck for now. Should probably throw away these throwing implements that we're never going to use, if we're being honest with ourselves and each other. But we'll see. We'll see what happens on that side of the table. +2 Trident of Venom, trying to use my own magic against me. I guess not really, more so just the same flavor, the same genre, the same theme. Still unacceptable. Just completely not okay. And we will just murder you, my turtly friend. And okie dokie, nothing too bad so far. Of course, as we are always apt to say, as we make our way through Shoals, it's when the Javelineers come out to play that things start to look a little less comfortable. So always have to keep that in mind. But otherwise, very much happy with how it's going so far. Nothing too terrifying as of yet, and we will continue to just poison the ever-loving crap out of all of our new friends that we're making here, talk about toxic relationships, and more. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. You know, stop trying to slap away with your staff. That's not what we do here, my friend. This is an Ogleb-based family, and we uphold tradition at the end of the day. Is that... I was about to say, is that a flaming weapon? Because that was hitting way harder than it had any right to. It was indeed. Well, my Aquamancer friend, if you could just get a smidge more poisoned, that would be lovely. Thank you for acquiescing to my request. And we will just continue forward otherwise. Oh my gosh. It's the name of the game here. Nothing but our... Oh, me oh my. Well, this should murder everyone at least, so that's nice. A little bit closer of a call than I might have otherwise have liked, but not the end of the world either. I will take a +1 cloak, thank you kindly. I feel like we want to keep the repulsion, right? Specifically for Shoals, we're dealing with a lot of ranged sons of guns trying to ruin our day, ruin our lives. So with that in mind, we'll keep that son of a gun around for now. And coins being counted, eh? We only have 347 gold though. Oh man, okay. Do I even bother with magic mapping here? Ooh, Satyr joining the party is less than ideal. At least we can just step out of here. Don't have to worry about the mesmerize, so that is fantastic. Otherwise, that definitely could have been a nastier situation across the board. I guess while we're at it, we might as well just like drop one of those bad boys. New ice cloud just dropped. Listen now. And that should be just about perfect. Tolling of a distant bell, which means that we're not too far, of course, contrary to what one may assume, what one may think about such language. And just poison our new friends all the live long day. Right, you can just bite us through the plant, fair enough. I should also definitely be recharging my my MP between fights. There's no real reason for us to rush into things here by any stretch of the imagination. Even wanting desperately to get that caravan, you know, what good is merchant caravan if you're too dead to enjoy it? So with that in mind, let's hold on to just a wee bit of caution. In fact, we could even, after we murder you, let's start there. You know, baby steps here. Let's wait up here to see if we get nearby or very distant, and we get nearby, which means we are heading in the right direction at the end of the day. So if that's the case, I do wanna find that. Hey Thelfon, how's it going? Thank you for the luck, I appreciate it. It's going well so far. This is our first mummy of the day here, and somehow, against all odds, we're staying alive. Okay, where's Torinski, who replaced him with this plausibly cautious fellow? I feel like I've already learned from my mistakes in this run in particular, because it has been a bit of a journey. And don't you worry. As we see this kind of situation, we know that we are already in a bit of a tough spot. I think we'll probably be too loud, and we're gonna call the attention of that javelineer no matter what we do here, if I had to guess. Let's put up some clouds though. Can at least try and kill the Aquamancer as soon as possible. Oh, you son of a gun. 2 pips of willpower on this buddy as well. Oh, okay. Okay, I see you. I get how it is. Can I afford to take 1 step? It will be slowed by water, so I'm cautiously pessimistic about our odds in that regard. And so with that in mind, let's use our one and only blink scroll. Oh. Sweet. Okay. Fortunately, I'm far enough away that I think we make it out of here in one piece. Are we going to make it to that merchant caravan? Brisk toll. Wait, nearby again? What the heck? It was telling us we were nearby when we were up here, so is it gotta be somewhere here, right? In fact, I guess we were pretty close to like this trapdoor when we first saw the nearby, so it probably is right about there. At least we've potentially led Ilsui and the gang in the opposite direction. So maybe, just maybe, I can get some free time to check it out, to hang out and see if we can afford anything with our severe lack of gold. Fantastic. Way too full of an inventory, but again, we're not going to be able to afford that much anyway, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Smoking ring mail, that's on the menu. Actually, perfect. I'm glad that we're not sorely tempted by each and everything that's up to offer here, so I will just buy this and let's see what we get, shall we? +5 ring mail. Resist poison is kind of useless, but in +3 is alright. AC goes up by 7. Versus 6 in +5. I guess encumbrance rating is a little bit lower as well. In fact, let's do some research, shall we? So silver boomerangs, get out of my life. Mute real quick for a cough, and then let's check this out. So we're at 4 and 5% failure. If I put on this bad boy, 7 and 7. Not too shabby. If I put on you now, 13 and 16. So it is quite a bit easier to cast. That encumbrance rating coming down by 3 is a huge deal at the end of the day here. So it would seem, is it worth it for just the extra AC here? Of course, the flip side of that is we lose our huge willpower advantage that we get from our leather armor here. I mean, if we could afford that other willpower ring from Orc, maybe. You know, well, I could see that, I could feel that. As is, I think we might have to leave by the wayside. We'll bring it out with us just in case we change our mind going forward in the future. For the time being, let's just chill out, slow it down here, take our time, and see where we end up here. I don't know where Ilsui and the gang have gone here. My favorite ocean-themed band. This is probably a relatively safe spot to begin exploring anew once more here from. So there's that. Ooh, Trident of Electrocution. Many a character would be very tempted by this. I guess I could take it. Nothing saying I can't. Maybe go with like a maxed out Demon Trident of Elec. It's not like we're going to be using our weapon that often. We're largely going to be just blasting casting the everlasting crap out of all of our new friends. But if we ever were to, I could see that being the ticket. I also never changed out of my armor here. I mean, it kind of worked out. This Arlec, who knows, maybe could have saved our life in that fight if things had gone a little bit differently. But I probably should go back to willpower just to make sure that I'm not being mesmerized at all. It's definitely been working out well for us so far. Let's take another peek at where we're at elsewhere. Fire magic up to 13, which brings ignition down to 50% failure rate. Slowly but surely chugging along here, making its way. Downtown, walking fast, faces past. And Wouldn't you know it, it's homebound. Merfolk Javelineer. Okie dokie. Let's dance, you and I. Perfect. A few lucky rolls on the dodges there on my end means that we can... Did McGlottal see me? I did not see McGlottal. All I know is from the chat box here. Where? Excuse me? Oh, well, that's fun. And McGlottal is immune to torment, so we can't pull the same kind of shenanigans that we did on Nikolai, unfortunately. We're immune to fear, so that's nice, I guess. But yeah, no poison, resistant to cold. It's just, it's not a good look. It's not a good match for us. I guess we don't really need to deal with McGlottal. I should have picked that up while I was there as well. Just kind of in panic mode, walking to and from the stairs. Everyone quiet. Nobody say a freaking word. Not a noise, not a sound. Okay. Maybe McGlottal's on an island here, you know? Can always hold out hope, which just means we would have to survive the onslaught of our favorite merfolk greasers over here. Alternatively, we just leave for now. We're not in a huge rush to get runes. We're no longer on Meteor, and let's celebrate our ability to leave and come back to branches to our heart's content. And potentially just head off to Spider. Again, in the early part of Spider, before we get to Ghost Moths Galore, we should be able to gain experience relatively quickly, and so I feel like we'll build up towards Ignition with a decent veracity here. It's probably worth a shot. You know what, let's do it. In fact, taking Thalfon's earlier comment a bit more seriously, has Meteorin actually made me a more cautious player? Was that the secret to the ooze there? Is that what finally took me over to starting to think about my decisions a little bit more? No, I'm probably just having an off day where I'm actually thinking for once. Yeah, that's much more likely. Let's not get too ridiculous. Let's not get absurd in here.